Hello out there and good morning, traders. Welcome to the Apteros DMI. Let's start diving into it. So we had a recap from 2 days ago, nothing from our DMI yesterday, but from 2 days ago, we essentially saw a bearish environment. We were looking at this line in the sand as the main zone to pay attention to, and continuation down into this neutral reference as a main target. And there really wasn't any pullback. This market just continued to sell off straight into this target area. And then once it got into that target area, that was it for the bears for the session, really. If you were working on the intraday landscape or something like that, you had chances to get some scalps to the downside along with scenario one, but that was it. There really wasn't a pullback back to our main line in the sand. So this market went to its target, and there wasn't much else in scenario one for us to do, and it just kept, kind of rallying back out of that zone. Then from there, if you're following Nadro tools and stuff like that, the overnight session, these lows were an opportunity with one of our lower time frames for the bulls. But our bearish area was in play for yesterday as well, where we actually saw the market come up, test this zone, sell back off again, and that was really kind of the line for the bulls in the session. In other words, them pushing up into here, and then the bears taking it back over to push it back down, and then the bulls take back over from the lows again, and that's kind of where it's been. It's been back and forth on one of our lower time frames overall in this market. So just looking at our recap, these levels, they can, persist through days at a time. And that's one of the reasons why you might see whenever I'm doing the DMIs, you might see levels move around, you might see levels stay there, you might see them change colors. It's a day-by-day evolution for sure, but a lot of these areas and references, they are meaningful overall to this market, not just for one session. Sometimes it's two, maybe even three sessions that these areas can really play out, and the higher time frame ones can play out for a week at a time. So very interesting overall to see. We missed yesterday, but to see how our landscape ended up playing out over a 2-day period, and still having a line in the sand that was meaningful that we built on a Monday, and it worked the following day as kind of the end of the line for the bulls, pushing up through this market, and then this is the area that the bears start working to the downside, and you end up seeing a pretty good release kind of into the end of the session there. So let's take a look at what's going on today and kind of update everything as we see in the ES today. Okay, so no real official DMI here in terms of a bias. There's no good line in the sand out in this area. I did mark some neutral zones to pay attention to, areas that are a little bit more meaningful, just overall in this market. But there's nothing here for us in terms of, oh, we have a clear line in the sand. If it's bearish or bullish in this zone, you want to pay attention to it. It's kind of freewheeling open space out here right now because some of our lower time frames are coming into destinations and target areas. This essentially is that target area for one of the zones. So you have to kind of pay attention to that. But for the most part here, it's wide open up in this zone. Give me 1 second here. I want to check something. Okay, fixed it. I thought I was missing a reference here, and I was. Really, this is just a lot of neutral territory, like I said. So no official DMI in terms of scenarios and stuff today. It's really just open space out here with neutral references, and we don't have a clear setup for us to really lean into with our DMI analysis today. So I apologize for that, but that's just because, it happens. It's just kind of the way the ES is setting up this morning. So we don't really have any clear-cut ideas. If you are a Nadro student, I've posted something a lot more detailed with that, with even a game plan if things do develop a certain way there. But if not, just kind of one of those days, and it happens where no real context is clear, nothing is really set up for us in a clear-cut manner for us to, really put out there and stick to with our analysis. So trade well out there if you trade at all. Be mindful of the situation and the scenario you find yourself in with context. Use that to your advantage to either not trade today or take advantage of the time that you have to develop and improve yourself. So hopefully everybody kind of sticks to the right thing in terms of their process today. Mind your risk, and have a great day.